guess that's injury report. Who is unable to break down?
Everybody other than Giannis and AJ Green. So
Torian?
no, I think
Just trying to go
I didn't know I had to do the Torian anymore, but
just trying
yeah,
to be thorough.
yeah, or something else. But go ahead.
I know you talked a little bit about a breath and a reset and being able to practice. I mean, I guess what were the 2 off days, or what was the vibe, what was the mood, I guess, for the coaching staff, for the guys coming back in tonight after?
Just getting back to some basics defensively, starting there, and then some of our offensive spacing stuff. So that I thought, you have slippage during the season. I thought we had a good chance of working on it today. We'll work on it again tomorrow just to get more organized. That's about it.
I mean, how important, or I don't want to say difficult, but I mean, Jericho's not really a three-point shooter. Kyle you had him in a different kind of role earlier in the year. So when you're talking about spacing, is that different stuff because you're now going forward with different guys?
Yeah, I mean that's what you have during the regular season. Your starting 5 doesn't play a lot together. You have injuries during the season, and you have to make adjustments, and that's what we're doing.
I know we talked a lot at the start of the year about Miles and kind of how he fits in. As you guys are sitting here kind of reflecting or thinking about where it is at under the quarter point of the season,
Yeah.
how do you feel like it's gone?
I think it's gone okay, not great yet. I think Miles is going to be way better later than he is now. He's been in one place for 10 years. It's just going to take a minute. He still talks about that. Yet he's still very positive in the locker room. He's been great around the guys, and then the plus-minus numbers are all pluses when he's on the floor. So whatever he's doing something good for our team, and that's a good thing.
I mean, I know he's not hasn't typically been a run offense through guy, but he's one of the more skilled offensive players. When you're talking about scoring or having a hard time scoring, is that something that in this few days of practice you can lean into? Because at times, like that Chicago game, that Miami game, where he was a little more involved with different things.
Who are you talking about? Oh, Miles, yeah. Yeah, I think it depends on the team and how they're guarding him, We want them more involved, but we want them to get them the right shots. We got to move the ball better, bottom line, and that comes from spacing.
He said a couple games ago that he watched himself on film and said, I just need to be down low more.
Yeah.
Seeing that aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, and we told him, like, early on he was popping only, and now he's rolling and popping, mixing it up. Part of our offense started him low, bringing him up high. So there's a lot of ways to get him down there.
How do you feel like just the team in general, just knowing that Giannis isn't going to be here for?
I think these 2 days helps. You kind of gather yourself. We're coming out playing a team that's on fire in Boston, but the days will help us. The practices will help us for sure.
I know when Giannis was out that first time, when he came back, he said he felt like the competitive spirit maybe had kind of slipped him.
Yeah.
How do you kind of gain that back?
Yeah, by winning a game would help. But days like today help. It really does, because when you're getting, game after game, every other night you're playing, and it's almost like you can't catch yourself. This allows you to. I thought our spirit today was phenomenal in the gym.
We'll just go to Detroit, but over the year, you've identified, and the guys have identified when the team struggles, the issues.
Yeah.
Physicality, turns whatever. Regarding the fouling and some of these things, you've said, hey, we've gone through this, we've looked at it. Where or how is there the disconnect? Where if you're going through
Well, just because, I think you've been around this a long time, right? Like, just because we tell them over and over again, that mean they're just meh. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes, it's the same type of fouls. So there's no disconnect there. The guys just aren't doing it as well as we'd like them, right now. But it's not like they want to foul. Like, they're working on it. Today we did a lot of one-on-one defensive stuff to try to get them better at keeping their hands off of guys. They're also young. Like Paul George got 3 or 4 fouls on our young guys putting their hands up. So that's part of it too, and that's the best way to learn is by going through it.
Speaking of young guys, Ryan is one of the younger guys
Yeah.
on the roster. What do you feel like this kind of little bit of break can do to help?
It's probably good because he's probably had the most on his plate if you go by all the work and really trying to simplify things for him offensively, because that's where, his defense has not wavered other than getting in foul trouble a couple of games. But his offense, like, he's almost stuck at times now. And, trying to unstick him and getting him back to, taking the right shots, moving the ball when he should move the ball instead of trying to score. I think we got that message pretty clear today.
You had a stretch of 7 games in 11 days. You now have 2 games in 11 days.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
You talk about competitive spirit and just, trying to get this team back on.
Yeah.
How valuable is it?
I think it's huge, and I don't even think it's necessarily like I know most of you guys are focused on what's going on now. I'm looking at this long term, like how this could help us, things we can add, things that we put in that we like that we can make better, things that we put in we didn't like that we can take out. So obviously we want to win the next 2 games, right? But this is more about not only that, but moving forward for us. I wish, Giannis could be part of this, but it is what it is.
Maybe off that, you've been pretty honest about the margins, right?
Yeah.
How can you expand those? Like, is this a point where you can expand those margins, or is it one of those?
Well, the only margins we can expand, the two that we have to get better at. We have to try to keep fouling less. We have to stop turning the ball over. All right, that's a huge margin error for us. All right, and then the rebounding margin. So those are the 3 areas. We can force more turnovers, but we've been so injured. It's hard to have the ball pressure and the intensity defensively that you want. Maybe this break will start increasing our ball pressure more.
We all know the calendar. Like next week, more roster options open around the league. Is that something where you and John are talking about, like, hey, maybe the personnel changes need to be made?
No, we talk every day, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you what we're talking about. But we're not in a panic here. We're not saying, oh, my God, we need to change our team or anything like that. You can be. We're not. We're not at all.
With Cruz, he's a guy that's obviously scored like 20 points per game. That's not something you guys are asking him to do.
No, but overall, it's efficient. This is the most efficient offensive season of his career. And we've taken the in-between shots out. It's literally that simple, So he's to the basket and the three-point line. We want more corner threes than break threes, so that's the next area we want to actually take out. And then finishing at the basket. Like, if he can finish there, his numbers will really go up high because he's getting there. Now he's got to finish.
Scoot the other night, we were asking about the zone. And
Yeah.
It was like, we are getting better at it. And it is a secret weapon, but we want it to be a secret weapon. Like, it doesn't want to be the thing we want to use.
Yeah,
We want to
yeah. No, we want to be a man team that plays zone, not a zone team that plays man. Detroit is different because we feel like zone is very good against them. Whoever played them in the game before played zone most of the night. So that's just a different animal. And 2 of our last 3 games have been against Detroit. So
From a man perspective, what do you feel like you've been lacking? Or
we're not guarding the ball well. No, it's not that simple. We got to keep the ball in front of us. And when you don't, your bigs are helping. They're getting offensive rebounds. You're fouling. We have to do a better job of keeping the ball in front.
Go back to the injuries at the start. AJ, do you think there's a chance he plays on Thursday?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't know if he will, but you said there's a chance, right? Yeah, so I think there's a chance.
With the on-ball stuff, you had mentioned that in Detroit too, like, hey, if the offense is struggling, we need to be a certain kind of defensive team. The guys have talked about, we don't really know who we are yet.
Yeah.
Some of it's been lineups and et cetera. It's not late, but it's not early yet either in the season.
See, I just disagree with that. Like, when you have a team where your main guys miss this many games, like, how are you going to have an identity yet? So.
Is that a style of play though? Like, if they
Yeah. But they see it too, though. They know it too. So it's. I don't think one guy in our locker room. Yeah, we do need to establish our identity. But we're not going to have an identity without your best player. You're not going to create that without your best player. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, I agree with you, but I don't look at it like, now if Giannis and all of and Scoot have been here all year and we haven't figured out how we wanted to play, that would be an issue. All right. I think Giannis and Scoot have played 2 games. In one of those games, one of them got hurt. So, and just, we've not had a stretch where we had a group healthy. we're going to have that stretch at some point. I hope.
With Boston, kind of what has maybe surprised you about Florida, or if anything has surprised
Not much. I've said it before the year, people are sleeping on Boston. They still got a guy named White and Brown and Pritchard. They have a lot of guys, that have won finals and know how to play together. So they had the automatic chemistry thing built. I thought they started out slow, but they're playing great basketball right now. So I haven't watched them yet, just from watching them just like you guys have. I'll start doing that tonight.